Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Look at my shadow there. Today is May the 15th, 2018. Strong hand, long-term thinking, unconfiscatable. All right, everyone. I am in Bergen, Norway. I didn't sleep that. I slept on the plane. We'll get into that in a second. So I really want to go to sleep. I'm like leaning against this wall in order to keep me awake. It's late here. It's really late here. But I wanted to do this show. Because I do a show here every day. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's show. It was outside. Check out the links section below to see yesterday's show. All the archives. Get a Trezor, get t-shirts, links below. Affiliate codes of all sorts. Strong hand, people. All right. So speaking about being in motion and speaking about Norway, I've already started, it only took me like a minute to start talking about Bitcoin in Norway. I'm on the light rail going from the airport to here. It saved me some time. Instead of taking the bus, they had a bus. I took the light rail, saved money, and it was beautiful. This dude is wearing a Baltimore Orioles hat in the middle of the second biggest city in Norway. So I had to start talking to the guy. I'm like, you like the Orioles? The guy starts speaking perfect English, but he's from Norway, and he has a girlfriend in Baltimore. He's a young guy, a college guy. His name's Daniel. I linked to his page below. It doesn't have anything, his YouTube page. It has nothing to do with Bitcoin. It has to do with some trendy, I don't even know what that is. Japanese cartoons. I don't even know what it has to do. The point is this. The guy, we started talking about a little bit of Bitcoin. He knew Bitcoin. He said his brother had gotten interested in it, in the mining and in the, he understood what it was, but I felt good. I felt good, a young person in a very modern, wealthy country. He knows what Bitcoin is. It's a good sign. That's your man on the street view today. And of course, there have been plenty of guys who contacted me about Norway from watching this show who already were into Bitcoin and they want to hang out and everything. Guys, I am way behind on emails, way behind. I need to go to sleep. I will catch up on everyone soon enough. You can email me, though, at adam@trezorhelp.com if you need a crypto consultation, help setting up your Trezor. Yeah. This shadow thing, I can only see my shadow because my notes are in front of my face. Now, you guys can see my face and my shadow. Look at that schnoz on that thing. Woohoo! My God. Yeah, baby. That's all real. All there. Yeah. All right. Pound that like button for my schnoz. So, what else do we have here? And also, so yeah, definitely Adam's in motion. He's on a freaking light rail in the middle of Norway talking about the Orioles and Bitcoin. But also, again, on one of my shows from a few days ago, someone brings up Miami. I say, yes, I would like to go to South Florida. Then someone gets me hooked up with visiting Delray Beach, and I'll be in Delray Beach. Then the next day, another person from Delray Beach contacts me and is like, Adam, we got to hang out down there too. So, okay, everyone in South Florida, I'm definitely going to be there from June 8th to the 12th. I can be there longer. We're probably going to have an event in Delray Beach around that area. But there can be other things. I've had people from Miami contact me in the past. So let's expand this a little bit and, let's be in motion. In Seattle, it brought about a lot of good things, and that was all arranged at the last freaking minute, by the way. Thank you, Gary, again, very much for doing that, and Vlad for putting on that awesome event, and all the people, and it was just really good. People met each other there. Business ideas came about. Who knows what's going to come out about because of just hanging out in Seattle with a bunch of cryptocurrency dudes in person. So let's do it in South Florida also. But again, speak your mind, people, because when you share your ideas, other people are going to want to be part of them. I mean, again, who knows, with me bringing up being on a light rail tonight, what'll come up? Someone will contact me and say, hey, Adam, I want to put light rail on the blockchain. No one do that. No one do that. don't None of those catchphrases here. What's the term? I don't even know. I don't even know my own terms anymore. Okay, so speaking of, here's another one. Something I haven't heard for a while from people asking me, why hasn't anyone brought up WebBot to me lately? So weird that suddenly everyone's become silent about the genius WebBot. I wonder why. Could it be because the magic numbers haven't been hitting lately? Again, people, don't make people out to be gurus just because they say 8888 and 9999 and it's going to be 15,555 on May the 15th or whatever. And of course, all of you are going to, for all you WebBot worshipers, once he hits another number, you'll be like, he's always right. He's always right. Oh, it's always right. The magic computer knows everything. Just hold your darn Bitcoin. 2020 halving is the only magical number you need to know, and strong hand. But I do find it absolutely hilarious. You know, the guru stuff is cyclical stuff is also, you know, they'll talk about web. The 80%ers will bring up WebBot again. They'll bring up some other dudes too. They go through the same ones again and again because those guys, when they're right, they say, yeah, look how right I am. I'm so right all the darn time. And they conveniently forget about all their insane predictions. But then again, they're the people like me that just basically stick with the same thing. Buy and hold, strong hand. Check out my archives. It doesn't change. Nothing gets erased. I've been wrong about plenty in the past too. But the main Meister trend, the conservative, just don't be impulsive, think long term. That's what I stick with. No magical numbers or anything like that. All right. And Benton just in the super chat, he sent $5. Yeah, that's bogus. But the Shemitah is real. Oh man, yeah. So of course people have been obviously quiet about the Shemitah since it was wrong in 2016. I mean, but still, people forgive that guy like anything. They still think he knows what he's talking about. He was talking about, you know, around Rosh Hashanah in 2016, everything was going to end. And look at it. We're going to be at Rosh Hashanah in 2018. Before you know it, let's not rush things, people. We don't want it to be September yet. All right, so yeah, because you gotta love every minute of life. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen. And speaking of you never know what's going to happen, I'm jumping ahead here. This is a value your wealth in Bitcoin type of example. Zero Hedge has an article. Bill Gross's wife stole a $35 million Picasso from their bedroom and replaced it with a replica. All right, so Bill Gross, a very wealthy man, he had some wife. And he had a $35 million Picasso because he's so rich, he buys $35 million Picassos instead of $35 million worth of Bitcoin. He puts it on his wall, and his lying wife, you know, before she divorces him, before they, you know, have their bad ways, she thinks she's an artist, so she paints a picture of the Picasso, and, you know, puts hers up there. He doesn't notice. She takes it, and then they get divorced, and she has it. He can't get it back. That's it. She stole $35 million from him. That's why you got to value your wealth in Bitcoin. She cannot do that. She can steal your Trezor, but she's not going to be able, if she doesn't know she doesn't know the recovery seed where you have that, you're in good shape. So that's true unconfiscatable wealth. You know, because there's a lot of rich guys out there, they think getting this magical art is such a great investment. That's old school, dude. That's old. And you know what? You know, some of the classic works of art are amazing. Of course, they're good investments, but they can be stolen and they can be damaged. You have to insure them. You have to keep them away from your wife. So there's a wild example of valuing your wealth in Bitcoin and the unconfiscatable aspect of Bitcoin. Unconfiscatable. All right, and by the way, I'm wearing the same shirt as I was the other day. That I do that a lot. My luggage, my check-in bag did not show up in Norway. The connection in England, it was very fast. So my luggage did not make it on. Let us pray that I get my luggage delivered to me tomorrow morning, or else you're going to be seeing me wear this shirt for like a month. Yeah, I really only have this shirt, this pants, a jacket. Yeah, it's, we'll see. I mean, I'd be willing to do it. There's a washing machine here, don't worry. But I would like to have my other Bitcoin shirts and all the other stuff I had in my bag. And luckily, there's nothing valuable in there, so they won't steal from me. But I don't think Norwegian people steal. I mean, if it was like stuck at BWI airport, of course, it would be stolen. I mean, I knew a guy who worked at the BWI airport for Southwest. He said they stole all the time from the luggage, all the time. They would steal women's sex toys and stuff too, as jokes. They would go through the luggage and steal the sex toys to freak the women out. Just they didn't want those kind of things, those guys. I hope they didn't want those kind of things. I mean, some guys like that. Anyway, got off on a tangent there. Real life tangent. Don't store any of your Bitcoin stuff in your check-in luggage. Obviously, that's not a good idea. It would be, again, if you put your Trezor in there, it'd be fine if they stole it, but you wouldn't feel good about it. And just you can store other stuff in there that you like. I have all these notes that I write down, ideas. I keep them in my backpack, my carry-on. But there is some stuff in that check-in I would like back. I mean, that my Bitcoin hoodie, I really like that thing. I hope there's not some Norwegian dude prancing around in my Bitcoin hoodie right now. But again, I came to this country to see how it is. Let's see how honest they are. And I'm confident. I'm confident I'll get my my luggage delivered to me tomorrow morning or tomorrow. All right. So what did I skip here? Oh, link to below is a tweet from the consensus going on in New York that people are like asking me every day, are you at consensus? And they're like asking me like in the chat and in the notes section. I'm like, you can't see that I'm talking about Seattle and going to Norway. There's like, no, I'm not in New York. I don't like pay that much money to go to a conference. People pay me. Come on now. But no, and again, I've been to these conferences and, you know, the ICO stuff is just insane. But here at this conference, there's a tweet by Whale Panda, and it is of the Decred booth. Decred has a booth there, okay, that just shows you when you're a centralized altcoin, you could have a booth. And they have like a little guy dressed up as a Decred monster or something. It's kind of funny looking. And you see in the background all this Decred stuff. And it probably works. Bitcoin doesn't have that. I mean, someone could do that for Bitcoin, but there's no official Bitcoin. Hey, man, that's why Bitcoin's different than the rest. There's no marketing team in Bitcoin. But hey, if Decred's got to market what Decred's got to market, they got to do what they got to do. And I thought it was kind of a funny picture too, because it's like a Decred monster or something. So hey, that's the tweet of the day, the picture of the day on Twitter, linked to below. And I'm TechBalt on Twitter, TechBalt. I think I was able to retweet some stuff from some airport I was in earlier. What? No, it was from when I was stuck. Yeah, because the flight was delayed out of Seattle. That's why the other flights got cut close together in England. I mean, I was running through Gatwick to get on the plane, and then my luggage didn't even get on the plane because the British luggage handlers, I guess they were taking their time. All right. What else do we have here? I talked about the zero hedge. What is this? Short-term impulsive. Oh, yeah. ESPN has an article about how the Supreme Court strikes down the federal law prohibiting sports gambling. So these other, right now you can, in Nevada, you can gamble on sports. Big deal. Now, these other states that are going bankrupt, like New Jersey and Atlantic City, which is a city that's going bankrupt, they're going to take this short term. They're going to get the short term fix. They're going to get their government monopolies on. A few more states will be able to do sports gambling and control it. The state will control it, and it'll bring in an influx of money for a while. But then all the other states will get it. It won't bring in as much. So they'll need another heroin short-term fix to their financial problems. In the meantime, all the 80%ers will be gambling away, betting on the Yankees, betting on whoever they want to bet on. It's all about impulsivity. What these states should be doing is like saying, Bitcoin businesses come here, no regulations at all. We're the cryptocurrency state, and it'll create business. It won't be a quick fix. Like, sports gambling is an immediate influx of money for the first few states to do it. If you do a cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency is new. There's not that many businesses that are involved with it yet. There are not that many that are making money with it yet. So it'll be more of but event over the long term, it will pay off. It is the future. Sports gambling is not the future of productivity. It might be the future of gambling. It might be the future of the 80%ers, where 1% of the 80% are going to do well. But it's just another tax on the stupid gambling, basically. On the people, it's the poorest of the poor who get involved in that stuff, sadly. But that's there. It's personal responsibility is a new counterculture. So if you want to go gamble on the Orioles or something ridiculous like that, be my guest. You really should be thinking long term and doing something like buying some cryptocurrency. And it's not going to pay off right away, but look around. The world is changing. It's changing. Use your head. Think long term. All right. Again, I'm making sure I skipped around. Oh, the Bcash fork. That's what I skipped. Yeah, it's happened today. The price went down. I guess people bought the rumor and now they're selling the fact. Or I don't know how it turned out, but it happened. Let's see what happens. They have bigger blocks now, right? I don't know. We'll see. They're having their event in Hong Kong in a couple days, so maybe they'll pump again. Again, it's all cyclical. And we're going to talk about Bcash in a second. I'm going to bring up Lauren Gameroff again. Before that, Andy Hoffman has an article out there, linked to below, cryptogoldcentral.com. Do not store your cryptocurrency on cell phone wallets. He talks about how someone got their cell phone hacked or something. And I'm bringing this up only because I've been saying this for a while too. I don't know why people keep them on their cell phones. I mean, some people like to be able to spend quickly. People have given me some other reasons. I do not trust it at all. At all. I don't see the point. If you're a long-term holder, why keep it on your cell phone? Just get the real deal. Get a Trezor. Learn about that. It'll tempt. I mean, if you have it on your cell phone, it'll tempt you to spend it or tempt you to do something. It's always right there because everyone in this world carries their cell phone around with them. I don't have a cell phone, by the way. People are still pretty amazed by that. I had one at one time. I got rid of it, and it's great. I absolutely love not having a cell phone, and it's fine. So yeah, I don't have to worry about cell phone getting stolen, Bitcoin getting stolen, getting tempted. Like I could get tempted to use I'm so disciplined. I just ate for the first time in 42 hours a few hours ago. I mean, that's how disciplined is. I never eat the days I'm on a plane, the days before I get on a plane or when I'm on the plane. Afterwards, it's fine. Well, a few hours afterwards, at least. I don't know. I can't even tell you what day it is anymore because I was on Seattle time. Now I'm on Norway time. And I have to always be thinking about Baltimore time, which is New York time. You always have to have that in your head. I mean, maybe I just have an East Coast bias, but I always have to know what time it is in New York or on the East Coast because I do my shows around then, and my family's there and many friends and contacts. It's the business hub of the planet, really, is the East Coast, New York City, and then Washington D.C. of course is tremendous for all the statists out there. All right. And Baltimore is tremendous for all the heroin dealers out there. Pound that like button. All right. What else do we have? Yeah. I was on a random website today. I see blockchain.info has banner ads now. All right. They're trying to spread the word. Let them spread the word. They're paying for it. I'm not paying for it. It'll get more people to get Bitcoin wallets, get more people into Bitcoin. But I did. And again, it's being served up to me because they see I'm doing all these searches on Bitcoin, but it's being served up to other people doing searches on Bitcoin also, no doubt. I I see 21 million is in the chat. I can see it out of the corner of my eyes. If you guys, again, I can see people I recognize. But if you want to answer, if you want questions answered, do the super chat and everything. Because that's the only way I notice when someone asks a question. I cannot read the chat and do my thing at the same time. No one really can do that unless the super chats what catches people's eyes. Money Triggs, though, a few days ago, he really started to catch on to something that I have been saying for a while. That he was saying, you know what, you can't debate King of the Trolls anymore. It's just an infomercial type of thing. Giving him attention is putting him on a pedestal. And so I like that he put that out there, that he was willing to admit, you know what, this is not the direction to go with people like that. With people that have that attitude toward Bcash, just ignore them. The guys that are really bad actors in the space, and then they won't use you, because he's really good at using people for infomercials. He's just, once you give him a platform, it's not a debate. If you think you're going to debate him, it's not a debate. It turns into an infomercial. So check out Money Triggs' feed. He was saying some interesting things about that, basically agreeing with some things that I've said in the past. Now, while we're on the subject of Bcash and I guess big names in Bcash. So Lorian Gamaroff was on the show, my show, This Week in Bitcoin, on Friday. And some people were like, how could you have him on your show? Oh my God. And he is like, at this point, he's like the 5th biggest name in Bcash. In a certain way he is, I think. He's a top name in Bcash right now. But let's take it back a little bit for all the veterans here. If you're a veteran here, Lorian Gamaroff's been on my show many times in the past, from before there was even a Bcash, okay? Lorian Gamaroff's been in Bitcoin since 2010. Okay, he's given away whole Bitcoins to people before. He's been in Bitcoin for so long. And he's involved, he's from South Africa. He's involved in a wallet called Centbee. And he's really into this, using cryptocurrency as to buy things for wallets. He believes this is really important for the people in that region. He lives in that region. Different people in that region do have different opinions. They aren't as orthodox as we are toward Bitcoin. They don't have the strict Bitcoin orthodoxy, okay? They're willing to give things they're open to other ideas. Not that all other ideas are good, but I'm trying to show you where the dude is coming from here, okay? I mean, again, he was with me in Zimbabwe in November of 2016, giving away bits of Bitcoin to Zimbabweans, trying to get them into Bitcoin. He's done a lot of good for Bitcoin. He's not done a lot of good for cryptocurrency. So for the people, on chat and on Twitter, who they're saying some pretty ridiculous things about the guy. I didn't set it up as a debate. First of all, I set it up, because I bring on different cryptocurrency guests, all right, that I think are smart. He is a smart person. I'm trying, at the same time, I have said a few different times, not everyone is some villain in Bcash. There's some people that are in it because they really believe in a certain aspect of cryptocurrency, and I do not agree that we should be worried right now about buying coffee and things like that. But he has been working on this wallet since before there was even a Bcash. So you can't say he's really changed his tune toward cryptocurrency. He's got a project. He thinks this deals with his project now. He doesn't think his project can handle Bitcoin. That's his choice. He's involved with some people. He's being funded by some Bcash people. That is not a secret at all. That's out there. So there you go. It's all out there. But there was one other thing I wanted to say about the way he presents himself as opposed to some other people in this. He's one of the biggest cryptocurrency names in South Africa. And again, there are some hardcore Bitcoin people in South Africa, but it seems like in different regions of the world, people come from different perspectives. Vinnie Lingham is also from South Africa, okay? Now, he doesn't live in South Africa anymore. He lives in the Silicon Valley, in the San Francisco area. But he doesn't have the Bitcoin orthodoxy, which bothers people. Now, Vinny takes things to everyone is different. let's take everyone as an individual here, okay? And let's hear him out. And Lauren's a smart guy. He's been on the show, been a friend of mine. He's on the show, but he's been on the show before. There are no gatekeepers. He'll be on the show again. He'll be on the show again. And there are no gatekeepers in this space, and you can't let other people. This is what I believe. This is what I feel I want to bring to the, I'm doing the show. I can do the show any way I want to. And I feel like we do have to have, not everyone can be the same here. Not everyone is the same in this space. Everyone's got a little bit of differences here. And it's good to consider the differences. It's good to hear smart people out. Now, it's not good to turn your show into an infomercial stage for people. Once you find out someone's using your show as an infomercial, then you can't really keep on having them back on. He does not use the show as an infomercial at all. You can watch that show he was on. He doesn't present himself that way as King of the Trolls does, okay? King of the Trolls is very infomercial-esque. And then there's other guys over there that are, the fake Satoshi is ridiculous, totally ridiculous. Lorian is not a ridiculous human being. He's a smart guy, and he's a modest guy, and he's an honest guy, and he's involved in this. And look it up, Centbee. He talked about it a few times. It's a wallet. He's trying to get people. And again, if his project succeeds, if all of these people in South Africa suddenly have his wallet, it will be good for cryptocurrency. It will be good as crypto for the space as a whole. It really will be. And it is hard. It's not easy to start a legitimate cryptocurrency company. Okay, and that is a legitimate cryptocurrency company. It's a wallet provider. He's trying to do an interactive wallet. You look at it yourself. And again, he showed me it in October. It was Halloween 2016. I can tell you where he showed me it for the first time. So it predates anything Bcash. All right, there's your little bit of behind the scenes of some of the cryptocurrency heads out there. And again, some people are going to say, "Oh, you're a Bcash guy now?" No, not at all. Not at all. No, Bitcoin is the Bitcoin. But there's different ways to present. Again, there's a guy in Australia, in Perth, who's a big Bcash fan. Drew, his name is, I believe. And I haven't talked to him for a long time. I wanted to get him on the show. I still haven't gotten him on the show. But, there's two different approaches to it. You can be like balls to the wall. Bcash is the real Bitcoin. That is not what Lorian is. That is the Bcash people that I think are good people are the ones that are they want to focus on it. They don't want it to be a competition. They don't want to be they want to go their own way with it. And going back to Money Triggs, what Money Triggs said, if you as a Bitcoin dude, if you are constantly wanting to debate Bcash, then you're making them out to be nothing but something other than a regular altcoin. You're upping them, okay? You're bumping them up a level. The way I present Bcash, I just present it as another altcoin. This guy's a fan of this altcoin. I have people on that are fans of B Private, that are fans of BGold, okay? That's the way I don't present it as like, we got to have a debate. We got to have we're going toe to toe. That's my enemy. That's my equivalent enemy. That's what some of these Bitcoin people don't realize what they're doing. They're painting it as like Bcash is our rival. Well, once someone's your rival, they're your equivalent, basically. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. The altcoins are not Bitcoin's rivals. They're just out there. They're complements. There are crypto dividends in some cases. So think of that mindset, people. When you get into this uber hatred and uber obsession with Bcash, and you want to see debates with King of the Trolls every day, you're boosting them up a level, and you're playing into people like King of the Trolls' hands who want to paint Bcash as something much, much more than just an altcoin, as something as Bitcoin's rival, something that will kill Bitcoin. So that took a little longer than I originally planned. Yeah, there we go. I had that written down, and I couldn't even find it. They're not bitter rivals. Don't paint them as bitter. Okay, Doug Casey, his newsletter has something really funny in it. It just shows you he's not writing this stuff. He lets anyone write it. I guess that gives him some money. Introducing the world's first wine-based crypto. Yeah, that's what it really says. at the top of his newsletter that gets emailed to me for some reason. Introducing the world's first wine-based crypto. Dudes, we might be out of that bear market when you start getting headlines like that one again. My God. By the way, the sun set today in Bergen at 10:13 p.m. 10:13 p.m. All right, everybody. That's enough. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. Pound that like button. I'll say hi to you guys in the chat now. Did I mention Zcash? I forgot if I even mentioned the Zcash thing. Yeah, the Winklevoss brother. I almost forgot that. The Winklevoss brothers are listing Zcash on Gemini. And so it boosted Zcash. Yeah, I forgot to say that. Oh my God, I'm really tired. Yeah, Zcash is going to be on Gemini soon. It boosted the price. And apparently Bcash and Litecoin are also going to be on it. It's going to be the first exchange in the world to be licensed, legally licensed by the U.S. to sell Zcash. So that's a big deal. But who knows? It could pump, like, once the Litecoin and the Bcash get listed on there and the Zcash, it could pump them too. All right, that's the end of the show. Bye.